Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, your magic just isn't working? Like you're stuck in a rut, your spells aren't working, and your energy just feels flat? Well, I've been there feeling frustrated, feeling pinched off, and totally disconnected from spirit. But then I discovered three habits that totally changed things for me and got me feeling connected again, got me experiencing the wonder of magic again, and also empowered any spells that I was doing. And I'm going to share those three really simple practices with you today. My name is Sandra. I'm the author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path, and I help other witches who are struggling to either start a practice or deepen a practice to confidently integrate magic and ritual into their everyday life with ease so that they can feel connected, so that they can bring more meaning into their life and really fulfill their purpose. And these three habits are a big part of this. As simple as they are real game changers. So I'm really excited to share them with you today because what I've learned is it's the consistency of practice that brings you that sense of connection, that awakens you to who you are day after day after day. And so if you are feeling stuck in your witchcraft practice, you're tired of trying to figure out where do I start and how do I pace myself along the way, what do I learn next, and then once I've learned that, what do I learn after that? There's all of these things that I need to learn and I can't do them all at once. I do have a free masterclass called How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice. It will give you step-by-step guidance as to what to practice first and how to learn what you need to learn along the way. It gives you a plan of where to start, to know what to learn next, and when to learn the practices that we do in our witchcraft practice so that you don't have to learn everything at once and you don't have to start out doing everything at once. That's the How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice, and there's a link in the description field below this video. You can also find it on my website, mysterywitchschool.com. Practice number one, or habit number one, is connecting to deity on a daily basis. A bit like a daily devotional where you connect with the god and goddess every day so that you're not feeling alone and you can remember who you are, that you're a part of this great divine and you're also connected to the god and goddess. So it's a really simple practice that I'm going to share with you now. I'm using a white candle today, and around the candle I have some gemstones that represent each of the 7 chakras. You don't have to have that, of course. Every day I like to bring something new, something different into my practice. So it might be a crystal ball, it might be some incense, or it might be some perfume, or it just may be, like I've got today, the 7 chakra crystals. I'm also going to put some oil on, some sacred oil. This is dragon's blood oil. So I just put it on my wrists, behind my ears. You can put it on underneath your feet and light the candle. Now I have a little book here, which isn't my book of shadows, but it's a book that has a lot of chants and incantations. So I guess you could call this the witch's prayer book. And so I'm going to be using some chants and prayers out of this today. And one I'm using today is to honor the god and goddess. So all I'm doing is lighting the candle, just centering myself, maybe grounding myself as well, and just feeling into my witchness, feeling into why I'm here, why I'm sitting in front of the candle. What am I wanting from this? I'm wanting to feel connected. I'm wanting to feel empowered. I'm wanting to feel who I truly am, and to just spend this time connecting to the sacred and connecting to my practice. And so I'm going to say a verse out of my little prayer book here. Goddess of the moon and night, keeper of mysteries and light, I call upon your sacred grace. Guide me now in the sacred space. And I just feel into the energy of the goddess, to the power of the moon. And then, God of the sun and day, strength and wisdom lead my way. With open heart and steady mind, in your presence, power I find. And then I tune into the solar energy, the God force energy. And I feel the presence of both. the goddess and God. Together divine energies meet. Bless my practice, calm my fear. In your light I stand renewed. Magic flows in all I do. So mote it be. And after that, I will usually do a meditation practice, a grounding practice. If I have any shadow work that I want to do, any tapping I want to do, I will do that after I do this practice. But as simple as this is, this was a huge game changer for me. Sitting, calling in the God and Goddess, and feeling reconnected with my practice again totally changed it. I felt like I was on track again, that I was connected. It's really the only word to use is connected, 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 and no longer feeling like I was pinched off and feeling that feeling of being maybe depressed or down. So it's a wonderful practice, and yes, certainly do it and let me know how you go in the comments. So this next practice is a cleansing practice. It's to help you cleanse any of the negative thoughts and feelings and energies that you may be experiencing. So it's really, really simple. I just use an incense stick and I use a feather. This is an ibis feather, a sacred ibis, which is a bird that we have around here a lot. And it's very rare to get their feathers because they don't drop them very often. So this is the feather that I'm going to be using to help with the cleansing. So I'm just lighting my incense, and this is dragon's blood incense. Just watching the smoke and the fire. So we're working with the masculine elements of air and fire. And I'm just going to be using the smoke to cleanse, throwing it over myself. And as I'm doing that, I'm just thinking of my energy transforming into really positive, clean, golden energy. And you can do this all around your body. And I have another prayer that I like to say. This is a wonderful reminder, especially if I'm feeling disconnected, to reconnect me again. I am the one who chooses the way, no longer bound by yesterday. I do not return to what's been done. My purpose calls, I am the one. With the God and Goddess's light and sacred flame, I walk in truth, I call my true name. And then I sit there and reflect on my witch self. So in my course, Mystery Witch School 101 Academy, we spend a module on discovering your witch self, your magical self, and stepping into that self every day. And doing this little ritual is a way that I do that. Step back into my magical self again so that I can feel once again connected and not pinched off and disconnected. When you're feeling pinched off from your magic and feeling pinched off from the divine, the God and Goddess, it's actually depressing. It is a feeling of oppression and depression. So these are beautiful, simple rituals that you can do to help lift you up out of that feeling of being oppressed and back into your spirit again. So number 3 is grounding and meditation. Yes, you do have to meditate, or you can just ground. So I'm going to guide you through a really simple grounding practice that you can do to help you come back to your spiritual self again, to come back to the present moment and feel connected again. So closing your eyes and taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and letting it out. You can let it out through your mouth and just allowing yourself to relax. And feeling the weight of the earth underneath you and how the earth is supporting you. You can imagine that you have tree roots going down from your spine, down, down, down into the ground, so that you're feeling even more connected to the ground. And if you need an energy boost, you wanting to bring more energy into your body, you can imagine that you're drawing the energy up through those tree roots, the same way that trees draw moisture up through their tree roots, up your spine, all the way to the top of your head on an in-breath, and then just allow the energy to flow through your body on the out-breath. And you can do that as many times as you feel you need to do it. 3 is a good number, 7 is a good number, 9 is a good number. And this will help you concentrate too. It'll help you learn how to focus your mind on one thing so that when it comes to doing magic, you're not scattered and finding yourself going off on a tangent in your imagination. And then once you've done that grounding practice, just tune into what it feels like to just sit. How does your body feel in space? How does the earth beneath you feel now? The weight of the earth feel now? And you can go into a quiet meditation of just observing your body, just observing your breath, or just observing how your body feels in space. And that's enough of a meditation to do, the observing your breath, observing your body. You could just listen to the sounds around you without grabbing a sound to hook onto, just listening to all of the sounds without attachment to any of them, and become the observer as you sit and feel your body in space. Hear the sounds around you and feel the weight of the earth underneath you. Try to spend at least 5 minutes doing that every day. And just that 5 minutes will change things for you over time. When you do all of these practices day after day after day after day, the energy builds and you get to experience that change from being oppressed or depressed to feeling more alive, feeling more connected, and feeling on purpose again. Because the whole point of doing a witchcraft practice, especially from a spiritual point of view, is to have you feeling connected to who you are again, to bring joy into your life, to bring a sense of meaning and a sense of purpose back into your life. And these 3 practices are wonderful at doing that. They're even more powerful if you do all 3 of them together every day. But if you just want to pick one day and another day, that is fine too. It'll still get you feeling connected again to who you truly are. If you are ready to step into your power, to be guided on your witchcraft path, to feel empowered again, I invite you to join the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy. This course is designed to help you build a strong and confident witchcraft practice, to give you that sense of meaning in life again and connection to who you truly are. Imagine getting clear, getting confident, knowing that your practice is working for you, seeing the changes that it brings into your life every day, bringing you more joy, more of a sense of empowerment. The link to the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy is in the description field below this video. And let me know in the comments field which one of these 3 practices that I showed you today you're going to start. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you on the next video. Blessed be.